Check, check.
It's Baig of Tricks trivia time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina and Taco just for you. It's Baig of Tricks trivia time. And we're feeling alright. Okay, come on, let's play.
Welcome, good evening. Happy Thursday, everybody. Oh, I spilled on myself. Thank you for being here. We're so excited that you've chosen to join us for this special general knowledge trivia night. My name is Ali with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. We're going to get into the trivia here in just a few minutes, but before we do, please make sure that you join the online game. Obviously, if you're here on YouTube, that's great. You'll be able to hear and see the questions as I read them, but in order to actually participate and send your own answers in, you'll have to join the online game. It's easy to do, nothing to download. Just open up your phone, open up a browser, and go to online.baigoftricks.com. Enter in the code TRICKS3. You see it rotating at the bottom of the screen here. Online.baigoftricks.com. Enter in the code TRICKS3. Once you do that, you'll see a little screen that looks like this. It's going to ask you for two pieces of information: your name or your team name that you want to use tonight, and the state that you're playing from. If you are here in the United States, if you're not, feel free to just list your country. That's great. We love hearing where you all are from and choosing to join us from tonight. So once you click go on that, you'll see this screen. It says the game will begin shortly, and that means, bless you, that you are good to go. You don't have to do anything else. The game will start automatically once I click the button on my end. We're going to give people a chance to join. I still see people joining as we're starting this, so we're going to hang out for just 1 second. But we won't just sit here. I will tell you about a few fun things we have coming up. Let me go back on here. All right, so once again, my name is Ali with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. We are about to do some general knowledge trivia, but tonight's general knowledge trivia is special in that its categories were selected by our donation drawing winner this week, Patrick F. So Patrick gave us a list of categories that he wanted us to choose all of our questions from tonight, and I will tell you what those are right now. Those categories that you will see questions from tonight: U.S. history, the Beatles, Major League Baseball, Seinfeld, college mascots or college sports, Tom Hanks movies, and fun with flags. So we're going to see a lot of different questions tonight. I promise you, even if those 6 or 7 categories don't sound like they're your forte, this trivia is completely approachable for everybody. So stick around. The questions start out pretty easy and they get tougher as the game goes on. There's a mixture of multiple choice questions and fill in the answer questions that I'll tell you about in just a little bit. But I want to tell you why Patrick got to choose those categories tonight. Each week, we choose one person out of everybody that has chosen to donate financially to Baig of Tricks Entertainment. And if we select you, you get to choose those categories. So we will be doing another drawing tomorrow, and we'll choose one person. If you are selected next week, you get to tell us between 6 to 10 categories that you want all the questions to come from for one of our trivia nights that will happen next week. So if you decide to, by no means do you have to. We're putting this event on for free. You don't have to pay anything to play. But if you would like to, we do accept donations or tips via these links down below. Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle Quick Pay. All of the information is there, and it will be here all night. So again, don't feel compelled. By no means do you have to donate, but if you do, tonight's the last night you'll be in for next week's donation drawing. We'll be announcing that here soon. Thank you to everybody that's already donated in the past, whether it was this week or over the last few months. We really appreciate it. And thank you to everybody that's supported Baig of Tricks Entertainment in different ways, liking the Facebook page, commenting on those posts that we share, or inviting your family and your friends to play these games. We really appreciate that as well. Speaking of events, we have Harry Potter trivia coming up right after this event tonight. It starts at 9 o'clock Central. It's Harry Potter trivia over the books and the movies. Honestly, the whole Harry Potter universe will be covered. So please do join us for that. We have some fun prizes up for grabs. It's the first time we've ever done it this way. I have 3 Funko Pops that we may be giving away tonight based on how many people join us. So no matter what, I'm at least going to give away 1 Harry Potter Funko Pop. And then for every 50 additional people that join, 100 or 150 people, I'll give away another Funko Pop, up to 3 prizes that we're going to raffle off. So even if Harry Potter isn't your forte, if you're not the best at trivia, you could still win a prize just by joining us and filling out the raffle form tonight. All of those details will be posted on our Facebook page as soon as this event ends. So with all of that said, we are going to get into the trivia here. Once again, if you haven't, do make sure you join the online game. Online.baigoftricks.com. Enter in the code TRICKS3. I see people still joining, so thank you for being here. Let me check the comments. Anybody out there today? Hello, yes they are. Hi Skysaw, Ryan, Bulletino. 1 will suffice if you're on a computer. If you're on your phone, you'll want to open up your computer or put YouTube up on your TV. Oh, you guys already answered that. Sorry, I'm way behind in the chat. Just saying hello to, hey, Misha, Brian, Chris, Amy, John J. Welcome, my friend. Lindsay Davis, Brad, Jennifer Sterna. Welcome, everybody. Happy anniversary, Jen. Or yesterday, today, I don't remember. All the days blend together. Kayla, team Take Your Top Off. Welcome. So we are going to get into this game, everybody. If you haven't joined, please do... Lindsay, your 20-month niece. Yes. All right, I'm going to flip up into the corner here. I'll be here for the rest of the game. The questions will be on the screen. So, as I mentioned, there are 2 different types of questions tonight, multiple choice questions, and then later on we'll do questions where you actually have to type in the answers. But we're going to wait and do the multiple choice questions first to ease into things. So, for those questions, I'll ask the trivia question, and then once I start the timer, there will be 30 seconds on the timer. And once that timer starts, you'll see 4 options pop up on your screen, A, B, C, and D. One of those is always correct. All you have to do is click the right one. It's that simple. You always have a 1 in 4 shot, so even if you're not sure, click something. You don't lose points if you're wrong. However, if you click an answer, that's your answer. If you click A and then you say, oh, shoot, I meant to click B, too bad. You can't change it, so make sure you read the answers before you go wildly clicking. But the last thing you need to know is you do want to click the answers as quickly as you can once you know the right answer, because the multiple choice questions are worth 150 points maximum, but that point value decreases the longer it takes you to answer. So there's a little bit of strategy. You want to ride that line of getting the answer in quickly, but not just clicking wildly. If you're still not sure what it's going to look like, that's okay, because we're going to do a practice question. We are going to do a practice question. And that's going to pop up here now. So this first one looks just like the rest of the questions will, but it's not worth any points. That's what makes it a practice question, so no pressure. If you've never played before, this will introduce you to the system. Thank you all for being here, whether you've played before or not. Cheers to you all. The Baig of Tricks social glasses. Glasses are coming out. I'm making some glasses for you all this weekend. I know we still got to send some out, and some old prizes. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, so thank you all for your patience. But prizes, glasses are coming out, and then we're going to have some new merch in the store, so keep an eye on that. Ooh, chocolate banana. Are you eating a chocolate banana?
Yeah.
That looks delicious.
It is.
Oh my god. Gina's here behind the keyboard. Say hi, Gina.
Hey.
Say hi to Gina. I meant to say, but thank you for saying hi too. But it's not just myself and Gina. Taco is here. And he's right now being a good boy. He's been a monster the rest of the day. Yeah, he's looking at that chocolate covered banana. All right, here we go. We are diving into these questions as I said we were going to 3 minutes ago. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for being here. Question number 1. Again, this is just a practice question. What is the name of your host today? What is my name? You won't see the answers until I start the timer, so it's not broken. It tells you right there. Answer options will reveal once the question is activated. Once I click that start timer, you have 30 seconds, and here we go. Is my name Getty, Alex, Neil, or Ali? What is the name of your host? Gina's rolling her eyes because I've been doing nothing but listening and watching The Rush for the last week. But this was bound to be one of the fake answers. What is the name of your host today? Is my name Getty, Alex, Neil, or Ali?
Fucking Rush 2021 non-stop around here.
Oh yeah, it's all Paw Patrol trivia tonight. Is he upset today? I don't think so. I think he's upset because he doesn't get that chocolate-covered banana taco.
Oh, yeah. No, he's okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
Thanks for asking.
This is the practice question, and you all did well. My name is Ali. Good job, everybody. What happened here? Ali, not in rush. That would have been great, though. Getty, Neil, Alex, thank you. All right, that's it for practice questions. The rest of these questions all count for points. And I want to tell you guys, I was excited to write this trivia tonight. The trivia categories are fun. And some of the bonus rounds we have tonight are some of my favorite bonus rounds that we've done. So I'm excited to get to that. Gina's actually playing along tonight. So we always talked about Gina playing. And she hasn't had the chance to do that before. She's always chatting. She's still going to chat with you guys. But I specifically haven't shown her any of these questions. I didn't have her test them so that she could play because I really like what we're doing tonight. So here we go. Question number 2. Which band gave us the classic song, The Power of Love, featured in 1985's Back to the Future? Which band gave us The Power of Love, featured in 1985's Back to the Future? Was it Hall & Oates, Huey Lewis and the News, REO Speedwagon, or Loggins and Messina? Thanks, Mike and Misha, for the donations. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, okay. Someone requested higher volume.
Higher volume? My voice higher volume?
God, no. Just kidding.
Mine can't go up any higher. My mic volume is up all the way, so I would turn it up a little bit on your end, unfortunately. I hate to say that. I wish I could turn it up over here, but it is already up. All right. Everybody's in. You guys did well. I'm going to call a social on this. Huey Lewis and the News, the correct answer. The Power of Love. Good job, everybody.
Saw them performance live.
You did?
They opened for Jimmy Buffett.
At Wrigley Field? Tweeter. Awesome. This is one of Pat's favorite bands. Maybe Pat's favorite band.
Aww.
Pat met Huey. I don't know if the
Oh, that's
News
right.
was there. Question 3. 1 in 4 shot here. Who was the youngest member of the Beatles? Who was the youngest member of the Beatles? Was it Ringo, George, John, or Paul? Who was the youngest member of the Beatles?
Wow.
Very quiet. Your computer's all the way up. Maybe close the screen and reopen it, Chris.
Want me to test it?
Yeah, I'll have Gina listen.
This is mine up all the way.
It is kind of quiet. That's kind of loud. Oh, it's going to bounce through. Hang tight. Yeah, okay, I'm listening to you guys. Once we get to the standings, I will refresh my system over here, and we'll get a little bit louder probably. So give me just a minute. But I don't want to do that in the middle of the questions. So who was the youngest member of the Beatles? I know it was close, so I'm pulling it up. Yep. Ringo, John, Paul, George. Yeah, less than a year between the two. That's what I wanted to see.
Holy moly.
The correct answer was George Harrison. George Harrison. So surprisingly, if I am reading this correctly, Ringo is actually the oldest. July 7th, 1940. John Lennon, October 9th, 1940. So they were even closer in age. And then Paul McCartney was 1942 in June. And George Harrison was February 25th, 1943. So all very close. Tough question. But 22 of you got it right. Great job. Here we go. Question 4. Which country's flag is colored black, red, and gold? Which of the following 4 options, so there may be more, but only one of these 4 has a flag that is black, red, and gold. Which country is it? Ukraine, Germany, Croatia, or Austria? Addison is apparently joining from a road trip with her stepmom. Good. Yeah! Glad we could provide some mobile entertainment. For our friends out there in the Baig online community, we will be doing some type of after dark trivia this weekend. I'm thinking Friday night, but I'm not sure about that anymore. But I'll make an announcement in the online community. If you're not in the online community, feel free to join. It's free. It's on Facebook. It's just a group where we all come together and continue the conversations that we start here on YouTube. Correct answer is Germany. Germany, black, red, and gold. Good job. Question 5. Who was the first U.S. president to be impeached?
A sad question.
Who was the first U.S. president to be impeached? Was it William Taft, Andrew Johnson, Bill Clinton, or Richard Nixon? Remember my tubby joke?
Yes.
Get out of the garden, birds! All right, you guys are doing well so far. Did I see that Chris and Janessa made it right before the first question?
That was Becky.
Oh, Becky, welcome.
Chris and Janessa are here.
Oh, welcome, welcome.
Becky and her shirtless husband.
Becky, yeah. That's the Baigatrix After Dark I'm after. The correct answer here is Andrew Johnson. 49 of you got that right. Congratulations. I haven't said this yet. We have 72 people playing tonight. Thank you all for being here. Beautiful Thursday night. Glad that you're spending it online with us. So I'll throw the rankings up on the screen. And then they will continue to circulate, but the YouTube's going to disappear for a second. I'm going to stop it and restart it just to see if it fixes the volume issue for those folks. So here we go. Rankings are on the screen. These will keep on your phone. Take Your Top Off is on first. Jen Sterna in second. Bailey Bunch in third. All right, so check that out. I'm going to restart this system real quick. Tell me when I'm back. Can you hear me? Will you test your audio? Oh, yeah, I'm back.
Let me see if it's-
Ooh, that's loud. Now it's loud. So hopefully it's better for you all. If it's not, I'm not sure what else to do. I restarted my system entirely, and it says that my volume is up as high as it will go. So with that said, we will move on to the next set of multiple choice questions. Next time we go through the standings, I'll take a second to look at them all because I love your team names tonight, and I didn't get to celebrate that with you. Here we go. Question 6, Sparty the Spartan is the mascot for which U.S. university? Sparty the Spartan is the mascot for which United States university? Is it Notre Dame, BYU, University of Illinois, or Michigan State University?
It's a really bad night to play trivia. I don't know anything about college mascots.
Well,
And not much about flags either.
this might be the only college mascot trivia. Oh no, there is another question later. All right, everybody is in. Oh, Bobby's here, but Christiane's at work, right? Is that what you guys are talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, we miss her. Bobby, glad you're here. You guys did very well here. Correct answer is Michigan State University. So cheers, everybody. That's a sociable. I know we have some Canadian friends here, so cheers. You too, Taco. You too. All right, question 7. What drink is marketed as the champagne of bottled beers or the champagne of beers? What drink is marketed as the champagne of bottled beers? Is it Amstel Light, Miller High Life, Budweiser, or Stella Artois?
Yeah, if we do after dark tomorrow, it'd have to be pretty late.
It'd be pretty late. Yeah, we have engagement photos tomorrow. We're getting hitched. We got to take some pictures to prove it. And we're doing them later in the evening. So if we do a Baigatrix After Dark tomorrow, it'll be pretty late. So maybe Saturday. But maybe Friday. Maybe Friday at midnight. Who knows?
Oh my gosh.
You guys will just get a notification that I'm live on YouTube.
Get out of bed for it.
Yeah. No, play from bed. All right, you guys knew this.
True.
Miller High Life. That's enough for a cheers on an alcohol question.
Dog is so
No
cute.
less. Cheers, everybody. All right, question number 8. Another Beatles question. On whose show did the Beatles make their American TV debut? I've asked this before. Let's see if you remember. On whose show did the Beatles make their American TV debut? Was it the Steve Allen Show, Ed Sullivan Show, the Milton Berle Show, or the Johnny Carson Show? Jameson likes to drink my milk and Stoli drinks my water. No kitty beer. Lindsay, who gave you me permission to have a life? Nobody. No Natty Light? No. Have you had the... What was the Natty Light with the pink lemonade?
Natter Days.
Natter Days. Have you had Natter Days? Interesting drink.
I loved it the first time I had it, and then...
Can't drink many. The correct answer is Ed Sullivan Show, and that's enough for a social. Cheers, everybody. That water dried. Good. Question number 9. On the TV show Seinfeld, George Costanza says, quote, "The sea was angry that day, my friends, like an old man trying to send back soup in a deli." When describing his rescue of what type of animal? George Costanza describing his rescue of what animal with that quote, "The sea was angry that day, my friends, like an old man trying to send back soup in a deli." Which animal did he rescue? A whale, a moose, a dolphin, or a dog? Hey, Bobby K, look, it's the first Seinfeld question you've ever gotten to play. Welcome. Glad you're here.
I heard some snark in that voice.
Oh, there was some snark. I'm just happy to see Bobby K's name in that chat box. Bobby K music is, no, don't feel terrible. We love you. Bobby K, everybody who's here playing trivia, he's there in the chat box. That's the individual that completely created and performed the Baigatrix Trivia Time theme. So if you enjoy dancing along to that, give him a thank you. He's the guy, he did everything. He wrote it, wrote the words, wrote the music, performed it, did everything. I just made a dumb video. Correct answer here is a whale. Describing a whale. It was a golf ball. It's a Titleist. Question number 10. Who was the first president to live in what would be called the White House? So the structure and the location was where the White House is now, but I don't believe it was called the White House. But who was the first president to live in what would be the White House? Was it Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, James Madison, or George Washington? Not looking for shout outs, looking to win. Bring it, Bobby. You got this. I hope you guys like my bonus rounds tonight.
Me too.
One of them, I went a little out there with it, and the other one is just straight up fun.
Keeping it weird.
Yeah, always keep it weird. The correct answer, you guys, a majority of you got this. Not an overwhelming, but a majority. John Adams was the correct answer. Good job. 44 if you got it right. We have more people on here now. 77 of you. Thanks for being here. All right, one more multiple choice question. So we'll do that before we look at the standings again. Question number 11. This is the only other mascot trivia tonight. A bulldog statue adorns a drain pipe on the chapel at Princeton University, indicating that the building was designed by an architect from what other Ivy League school? So it's a roundabout question, but essentially, the bulldog is a mascot for what other Ivy League school? Is it Harvard, Dartmouth, Yale, or Brown? My phone just fell behind the couch and I'm using the baby to try and reach it. Is this parenting? Yes. Oh, Maggie, you just made me remember we just officially scheduled a Broadway trivia. We'll be doing it on, what's today, Thursday? So the 23rd, Tuesday, June 23rd at 7 p.m. We'll be doing Broadway trivia with a healthy serving of Hamilton questions.
Nice.
So an overwhelming amount of Hamilton questions, but it will still be Broadway in general. Tuesday, June 23rd, 7 p.m. Broadway trivia is happening. Now, it's going to be a fundraiser for an organization. They asked for it, so it's already on the schedule. Correct answer here, you guys knew this, was Yale. Good job. Yale.
Watching that GIF is making me like
I know.
sick to my stomach.
And knowing Belushi, that probably was real. Yeah. He probably, let's do another take. All right. All right, that's the last multiple choice question. So here are the standings. I'm going to look through these. Take your top off. Still in first. Bailey Bunch in second. What's New Pussycat in third. Jen Sterna, I hate to point it out, but I was happy because you were in second. A slight fall. Kendall Jenner's BLM Pepsi protest. Oh, God. Team Kirby, 1 bourbon, 1 shot, 1 beer. I love it. Jump, jive, and whale. I like that. Fits in the baby tantrums. Chris Solo. Hey, Miss Laraka. This is my favorite team name tonight. Wit Out with Tit Out. Quizzing while nursing. Hey, Ricky Bobby. Fallout Cat. Bob Jovi, welcome back. Eileen and Adam. A poo-poo and a pee-pee. One of my favorite names. Hey, Addison, by herself. I see a team name out there. Who else did I miss here? JMO, keep the change, you filthy animal. Arya Bark, Team Cream, welcome back. Jen Widener, the Heathers, Jen Sterna, Jeff D, Bobby K. Bobby K up there, 21st place. I see Leroy down there. All right, I'm going to let that go through, everybody. While it's going through for the second time, let me tell you the questions are about to change because they will no longer be multiple choice. From this point on, you actually have to type in your answer. So if you haven't played trivia with us before, make sure you're paying attention now because it's going to be a little bit different. You actually have to type in your answer. So when I start your timer, rather than seeing 4 answers pop up, you're going to see a text box open. You have to type your answer in and hit submit before the timer runs out. So there's still a 30-second timer. I recommend getting your answer in before the timer hits 5, just because this is the internet and that gives your answer the best chance of actually getting into the server. But one thing that I've changed is you no longer lose points if it takes you a long time to answer. So if you answer and your answer goes in and you're correct, you earn all 200 points. If you go in and you're wrong, you earn nothing. There's no in between anymore. And I'm telling you that so you take your time, spell your answers right. If you spell your answer right, the computer grades everything for me, makes this really simple. If you spell it wrong, I have to go through and fix it, which isn't a huge deal, but this is the internet and sometimes I miss things. So the best thing you can do for yourself is take your time, spell your answers correctly. This first set of questions, the next 5 questions, is a mini bonus round. And it is a picture round. So if you're used to our format, this is a little different. We have 2 picture rounds tonight. The first picture round is all to do with Major League Baseball teams. However, this is the weird one. I hope you guys like it. However, I'm not doing something simple like showing you a uniform or showing you a mascot. I'm going to show you a literal representation, and you have to name the Major League Baseball team. I'm going to give you an example. I don't have a picture.
Oh, cool.
But for the first question, if I showed you literally a pair of socks that were white, your answer would be the Chicago White Sox.
Do we need the city too?
Yes.
No!
Yes. This is where the MLB knowledge is going to come in. I need the full name, whether it's a city or a state. So you wouldn't get points for White Sox. I'm looking for Chicago White Sox. That's what's going to make this round a little bit tougher. That's why we are leaning on some MLB knowledge here. I'm looking for the full name, the city or the state, and the team name. So if it was the White Sox, I need Chicago White Sox. Some of these I think will be pretty easy. Some of them I think are going to be tough. But hopefully once you see the answers, if you weren't sure what it was, they'll all make sense. And if you hate it, you know what? It's free online trivia, so sue me. I hope you guys have fun though. Here we go. Question number 12. Name this MLB team by its literal picture. What is the name of this Major League Baseball team? Type it in. Again, no multiple choice answers popping up. You have to type your answer in. I need the city or the state and the team name. Don't forget, I need both the city or the state and the team name.
Oh, Bobby. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, there's a Canadian baseball team, right? Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah, and they're not in this round. I'm sorry, Bobby. Yeah, this one's kind of tough if you don't know what these animals look like. Oh, look at Al. Got it there after the buzzer. All right.
Hope I got this one right.
So for only this first one, I'm going to show this on the screen, everybody. And for only this first one, I'm going to be a little lenient just because it was the first question. And I want us all to be clear. The correct answer here is the Chicago Cubs. A lot of you put Cubs, 10 of you, and I'm going to accept it this time. But for the next 4 questions, if you don't give me the city or the state, I'm not going to accept it. But I am going to accept it. I just did, which means the reason I did it is because now it's social. Cheers, everybody.
Look at their nails.
I know, but look at how cute they
They're
are.
adorable.
All right, 4 more of them. Question 13. Name this MLB team by its literal picture. What is the name of this Major League Baseball team? Those were Cubs, Chris. Those were little bear cubs. Brian/Maggie, thank you. This might be my favorite in the round. Oh, no. The last one is my favorite in the round.
This is a good one, though.
Thank you. Thanks, John. The Arizona Lone Wolf McQuaid. Everybody's in.
Oh, no, poor Chris.
What happened? Oh, yeah, he's restarting. They weren't Wombats, Bobby K. The correct answer here, Walker, Texas Rangers.
Funny.
These are Texas Rangers is the name of the MLB team, the Texas Rangers. So here we go. Number 14. Name this MLB team by the literal picture of its name. What is the name of the MLB team represented by this literal picture?
This is cute. I like this round.
Thanks. I had fun making the pictures. The ones that weren't obviously just generic pictures.
Philadelphia Redheads?
My favorite.
Or I guess it'd be Cleveland Redheads.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I just saw a second answer that I'm going to accept that I did not foresee. That's very fair.
Is it kind of like what I just said?
No.
Oh. Ooh.
So this is why these rounds are always fun when you have to type answers in. Sometimes you guys come up with stuff I didn't foresee. So the answer I was going for specifically, the most specific answer, but there aren't big prizes on the line, so I'm not going to be super specific here. The answer I was looking for were the Atlanta Braves, right? This is Merida, the main character in the Pixar film Brave. However, a lot of you said the Minnesota Twins, and that is absolutely acceptable. Based on the picture I gave you, sure, Atlanta Braves is the most specific, but looking at this, there's no reason that Minnesota Twins shouldn't count. So I did take it if you said Atlanta Braves or Minnesota Twins. Again, as long as you gave me the state or the city and the name.
Oh, fun. That's cool.
All right, here we go. Number 15, name the MLB team.
Oh my god.
If you could guess, I definitely did not foresee what was happening. Where's the team named after Danny DeVito tonight?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Ryan. Yeah, Cincinnati Reds probably would have counted, but nobody put that. That's what you said. Yeah, but you said Redheads. That's why I was confused. But you're right. Phone a friend. Brad. Yeah. This is why I don't make weird rounds, because then all sorts of weird stuff happens.
Yeah, at least you gave people points for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so this is the actual picture that I had set for the Twins, Minnesota Twins, was this one, because the movie Twins. So here we go. Final one. I think this one's tough. In my opinion, this is the most literal representation. So I hope you guys get it. Let's see. Name the MLB team by this literal picture of its name. I'm looking for the city or the state and the team name. What is the MLB team represented by this picture?
Taking a guess here. Can't see. Can I zoom?
No, you're not supposed to zoom in on the words. Oh, it's a fly. All right, quite a few of you got this, and I thought that this was the toughest one. I'm just marking a few of these right. A couple of you just misspelled it. Correct answer here is the New York Mets. This is the Metropolitan. Metropolitan. This is the Met, where you see the famous annual Met Gala with all the crazy fashion every year. Not this year, but the Met Gala, if you will, happening every year here. This is the Met, and there's two of them. My Photoshop skills here. Two of them. So this is the New York Mets. So that's the end of this round. Thank you for playing our Name the MLB Team by its literal picture of its name. Let's take a look at the standings and see if anything's changed. M-Dubs 85 up into first. Keep the Change, you filthy animal, in second. SC Finnegan in third. Everybody else rotating through. Take a look.
Okay, I went up 2 spots.
Nice. Oh, thanks, Kristen, for the feedback. I enjoyed that round, my friends. Thanks for liking it.
That was fun. I liked that.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, better than you thought you would. Yeah, sometimes you can guess. Thought it was a museum yet. What is the Metropolitan? That's art, right? The Metropolitan, yeah. Had a feeling you would put them in there, yeah. Everybody rotating through. Take a look, take a look. Keyboard is working again. Sharp drop from 3rd to 55th. Oh, Chris, I'm sorry. Well, everybody likes a good comeback story. Next round is another picture round, my friends. Nothing to do with baseball this time. This is for all you movie fans.
Woo!
Specifically, the beloved Tom Hanks. We are doing a Tom Hanks movie picture round. So, I'm going to show you a screenshot from one of Tom Hanks's many films. Most of them should be pretty obvious, but you do have to name the film. There's no multiple choice answers. You have to type it in. Type it in, hit submit before the time runs out. Here we go. Question number 17. Name the Tom Hanks film from this screenshot. Name the Tom Hanks film from this screenshot.
You're still on hold. Whoa. Was somebody's trivia? Brad? I thought that was the...
Is it still on the taco cam?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I wore pants today.
I told you it was.
I know. All right, everybody's in, and everybody did well.
Might be a social.
Yeah, I'm going to call it social on this. Big is the correct answer. Cheers, everybody. Big. I'll tell you, making this round, Gina and I had considered at the beginning of the year printing out a list of all of the Tom Hanks films that he starred in and trying to knock them all out this year, and we haven't really started it.
It's only June.
Yeah, it's only June, so maybe that's a 2021 goal. But making this round really revved that up, and it made me want to watch these all. Number 18, name this film. Name the Tom Hanks film from this screenshot.
Never travel within. Good point.
Yeah, never go anywhere. Speaking of travel, somebody did a calculation of the amount of money fictionally that's been spent saving Matt Damon from places. Like Saving Private Ryan, The Martian. What else? There's something else where he had to be rescued. I don't remember. But there was a whole calculation about how much money they had spent saving Matt Damon.
That's really fun. Do you remember how much it was?
Was he the guy? Was he in What was the... All right movie. Not Dazed and Confused. Interstellar. Was Matt Damon in that one? Wasn't he trapped on the planet? I don't know, guys. I'm in a wormhole here.
Now I'm just thinking of these.
All right, everybody's in. Let me take a look at the answers. I love you guys are definitely guessing Tom Hanks movies, even if you're not sure of the correct answer. It is Catch Me If You Can. Cheers. That's a social. I love socials on this round. All right, number 19. This one tough, I think. Name the Tom Hanks film from this screenshot. What film is this? I think this is the toughest one of the round. No, that's a lie. The last one is the toughest one of the round. I'm thinking of The Martian. Yeah, no, I know about The Martian, Abigail. I thought maybe there was another one. Ryan says, yes, that was Damon. Yeah, so that money also. They rescued him from many different places. You don't know this one? I wouldn't have known this one if I didn't write this round.
It looks pretty recent.
It is pretty recent. Last couple of years. Somebody obviously went with Gremlins 2, the new batch. It is, in fact, The Post. The Post, the correct answer here. That is the second hardest one of this round, I think. Here we go. Number 20. Name the Tom Hanks film from this screenshot. Name the Tom Hanks film from this screenshot.
When I was a kid.
Bobby K, good. Oh, we'll watch it. We'll watch The Post. Like I said, we're going to try to watch every Tom Hanks movie.
And then every Robin Williams.
And then every Robin Williams movies, yes. One of Amy's best friends went to college with the son of the real-life person that Catch Me If You Can was about.
Oh.
That's interesting.
That is.
But was it really him? Maybe it was somebody pretending. Alan, yeah, no. Yeah, I explained it a few times. I was only awarding it. For the first one, Chicago Cubs, I gave it just for Cubs. But the rest of them, you needed the name and the city or the state. I'm not sure. Maybe you weren't on the YouTube, but I definitely said it a few times. I apologize. This one might have been a little tricky, but if you pay attention to how young he is here, this was not Castaway. This was Splash. This was Splash, a little bit before Castaway. All right.
I
Question.
used to have a mermaid doll, and I used to play Splash in the bathtub. Well, I just thought that meant mermaids, you know? And
That's what just all mermaids existed in Splash.
uh-huh.
All right. Question 21 is the final Tom Hanks film. Like I said, I think this is the toughest one. So give yourself a pat on the back if you know this. Question 21, name this Tom Hanks film from the screenshot.
Oh, yeah, Bobby. We have two
Oh,
Bobby
yeah, we
K's.
have two Bobby K's tonight. Bobby Kate. Yeah. Bobby K, meet Bobby Kate. Bobby Kate, meet Bobby K. Kayla, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun making these. Ooh. More of you got this than I thought. You didn't do that thing you do. No, there are a lot of movies I didn't do. So what I did when I made this, the correct answer here is Cloud Atlas. Cloud Atlas. Tom Hanks played many characters in this film, similar to Polar Express, where he voiced many. But this is Cloud Atlas. What I did when I wrote this round is I looked up a list of, it was like the top 60 Tom Hanks movies ranked, somebody's opinion, from best to worst. And this movie was last on like every list that I pulled up. It was always this or The Terminal, even though I like The Terminal. But Cloud Atlas, it was not that old, like 2012. But I think just a weird movie.
You were really.
I was into this round. All right, here we go, everybody. Let's see where the standings are. M-Dubs85 still in first. Keep the Change, Filthy Animal in second. SC Finnegan still in third. Good job, good job. Chris liked The Terminal. Taft to The New Bath. Did you say that?
No, I wish.
Oh,
Someone else said
that's
that.
incredible. No mazes and monsters. That thing you do, Shade, was you, Avi. Okay. 55th to 29th. Yep. Middleton Lens, wish we could like people's answers. Yeah, like on Jackbox. When you like an answer, you can give it a point, like it. Yeah, I wish we could do that. You can just tell people in the chat how much you like it. I guess that's all we have right now. How do you do, Bobby K? All right. Okay, so I knew I was missing something earlier in my my introduction, and I want to say it now. It's been on the screen all night, so I'm sure you've seen it. But right after we finish tonight's trivia, which we're not done with yet, we still have 10 more questions. Right after we finish tonight's general knowledge trivia chosen for Patrick, we have a bonus round tonight, courtesy of the DuPage County Farm Bureau. So if you've been with us online for a while, we've done this before a few times. So what we'll do is as soon as this game is over, we're going to start a second mini game. It's only 5 questions, and they are awesome agriculture-related questions provided to us courtesy of the DuPage County Farm Bureau. There are 5 questions. You guys will answer them. They're all multiple choice. The winner of that 5-question mini game after this game wins a $50 Amazon gift card. So please stick around. Show the DuPage County Farm Bureau some love on Facebook. Give them a like, or just send them a message and say you had a good time later on tonight. Let them know that you enjoy this, so they continue to keep doing this. We enjoy letting them have this platform to reach you guys and give you some agriculture related trivia that we'll do in just a little bit. But I want to make sure I say that now so you know what's coming up here in a little bit. With that said, we have 10 questions left. This is just like the first round where the questions are random. The only difference is there's no multiple choices. So I'm going to start the question. You have a 30-second timer. You have to type your answer in. That's it. These are worth 300 points apiece, so this is absolutely pretty much anybody's game. Standings are very close right now. Here we go. Some of these simple, some of these pretty tough. Question 22. The only answer you can submit here is a number. How many seasons of Seinfeld were released in total? How many seasons of Seinfeld were released in total? Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Rebecca, so much for the donations. We appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those of you that are thinking about donating, maybe doing it in the future, if you do it by tonight, you'll be in for next week's donation drawing. We'll choose one person, and just like you're seeing tonight, all these questions are from the categories that Pat chose. You'll get to choose those categories for next week. You guys did well here. Some people, I think, wrote how many seasons they wish Seinfeld had made. It wasn't 24. It wasn't 26. The correct answer was 9. 9 seasons. I always get mixed up because this had 9. I think Friends had 10, right?
Friends had 10.
Yeah, 9 Seinfeld, 10 Friends. Question 23. Who became the first Secretary of State of the United States back in 1790? Who was the first Secretary of State of the United States back in 1790?
See if you can guess my answer for this one.
I had to take a phone call and missed like the last 8 questions. Don't interrupt my trivia time. Yeah, get that do not disturb up.
Ooh, Misha, that's always nice when you guess and then you get it right.
Yeah.
A little happy.
That's almost a better feeling than just knowing it right away. No, I like to just know it, but it feels good to guess and get it right. All right, I'm just marking a few of these right. Correct answer was Thomas Jefferson. What was your... Did you put I dropped honors history? Gina's answer was I dropped honors history.
Now
nice.
I see that, I knew that. I just saw history and I was like, I don't know it.
That's incredible. All right, question 24. What was the 12th and final album released by the Beatles? What is the title of the 12th and final album released by the Beatles? It's the title of the 12th and final album released by the Beatles. It was released in 1970. 1970. Some of these guesses. right, everybody is in. Let me throw it up while I grade it. Lots of guesses. Somebody said get rich or die trying. I don't think that was the Beatles. The correct answer was, somebody said the 12th album. Let It Be. Let It Be. This one, interesting. If I remember correctly, I believe Let It Be was recorded before Abbey Road. But they released Abbey Road first, and then I think there was a movie, Let It Be movie or something. So they delayed, they put Let It Be, they released it after Abbey Road. And it was like a month after the Beatles broke up. Yeah. There are so many good Beatles gifts. I can't find good gifts of shows that are on TV right now, and I can find incredible gifts of the Beatles from 50 years ago. All right, anyway, I'm getting angry. Question 25, fun with flags. Featuring its state seal along with its year of statehood, 1859, on the front, and a beaver on the reverse. What is the only U.S. state with images on both sides of its flag? You have a 1 in 50 shot. What is the only U.S. state that has images on both sides of its flag? This was on the episode we watched.
Yes, I remember.
12th album was an imaginary Beatles album. It's a short story. Thanks, Hamilton. Yeah, my stupid brain. It better be my mom. Most of the time she's playing with us.
Hi, everything's fine.
More Hamilton help? Yeah. Doing my best to give you as many answers as Hamilton can provide. You guys did well. Nobody spelled it wrong either. Oregon. 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 Cheers, everybody. 74. Good job. We're going to look at the standings.
And the taco can.
Oh, yeah. Take your top off. Back up into first. Jen Widener in second. M-Dubs85 still up there in third. And those top three positions are only 38 points between the three. Only 13 points from first to second. And again, every question right now is worth 300 points. So anybody could come back. We still have 6 questions left, which means 1,800 points out there. 29th to 15th. Chris, if you win.
Wow, yeah. That's a good idea, Misha.
What did Misha say?
After it's streaming on Disney Plus, do a Hamilton stream?
Yeah, Misha, I think I will.
July 3rd.
Yeah, the people who asked or scheduled the Broadway trivia, it's going to be a fundraiser on Tuesday, June 23rd. They're doing Broadway trivia with a healthy helping of Hamilton, and they wanted to schedule it around the time Hamilton, but it's still pretty early. So we probably will do just a Hamilton-only trivia because there are a lot of fans, and I think there's plenty of stuff we could ask. We'll do that around the time after it comes out on Disney Plus. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we have 6 questions left. 6 questions left. And these are all multiple choice questions. What an angel. Look at Taco. Anyway, we have 6 questions left. They are not multiple choice. I apologize. Not multiple choice. They are all fill in your answer, just like these previous 5. Here we go. 300 points apiece. Question number 26. What is the first name of the character known as Kramer on Seinfeld? Kramer is his last name. What is Kramer's first name on Seinfeld? All you know about Hamilton comes from Grace and Frankie, Bobby. Nice. Second phone call. Should I just throw the phone away? Yes, Jen. Pick up and then hit the mute button. I like you guys' answers. I'll show you what it looks like when they come through to me here. I'm going to mark a few of these correct. It's not Ali, not George. Richard. It's the name of the actual... No, that's his last name, Michael Richards. The correct answer is Cosmo. Cosmo Kramer. Good job. Cheers, everybody.
I forgot to answer. I was just busy.
That's okay. You knew this one. Question 27. This one might be pretty tough, but I also think I asked this a few weeks ago. Hawaii and Alaska were the 49th and 50th states to join the Union, both in 59. 1959. What was the 48th state to join back in 1912? So Hawaii and Alaska were the 49th and 50th states to join the Union in opposite order there. But both of them joined in 1959. What was the 48th state that joined back in 1912? If you're not working at the local 911 station, turn your phone off. Ooh, Misha. Answer the phone, ask them to help you with the questions. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Hamilton trivia would be amazing, and Bella would freak out like never. Well, then we have to do it. Bella's done with school. We got to give her some kind of gift online. So we'll do Hamilton trivia, for sure. Reverse phone a friend. They call you, and you just start asking questions. All right, everybody's in. Correct answer here is Arizona. Arizona. All right, a couple questions left. 28. In 1969, this is a tough one, Beatles question. In 1969, coupled with Come Together, the Beatles released what hit single, which was the only A-side ever released by the band that was written by George Harrison. Plenty of B-sides, but the only A-side ever released by the Beatles that was written by George Harrison was what song, coupled with Come Together in 1969? Thank you, Maggie, for the donation. Thank you so much.
Oh my god. Okay.
Do you remember this one?
I can't decide.
Take a guess. Take a guess.
I did.
Oh. All right, everybody's in. I like this answer because if you got it right, it sounds like you were just guessing. The correct answer is Something. Something, the name of that song, the only A-side ever released by the band that was written by George Harrison. The name of the song is Something. I love it. If you just said, I don't know, Something, yes, you'd be correct.
I literally had that typed and I erased it.
Oh, you should have went with it.
Anything.
Question 29. Which retired MLB player... Oh, try not to look at this picture too much. Which retired MLB player was nicknamed Mr. November? Which retired Major League Baseball player was nicknamed Mr. November? Abigail, maybe he did write it about you just a long time in the past.
Before she was born?
Yeah, he just knew.
He's a good songwriter. That song is beautiful too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good call. Something. You never know.
All right, everybody in. Ooh, a couple different ways that you spelled this. Westina, I need help with these. That's what he's calling out. The correct answer was Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter, if I remember correctly, not from watching it, from my research, he's the first person to hit a home run in the month of November, earning him the nickname Mr. November.
November baseball.
Yeah, any baseball. Question 30. This answer is a number. Again, you can only answer with a number. You got a 1 in 29. I don't remember how many constitutional amendments we have now. That's embarrassing. What constitutional amendment guarantees a speedy public trial for criminal offenses? I just need the number. What constitutional amendment guarantees a speedy public trial for criminal offenses? Reggie Jackson is Mr. October. Yeah, I think so. Reggie Jackson was Mr. October. I learned that in my research as well. I'm not a baseball guy, but I do a lot of trivia writing. Got a condo made of stone, Arizona. "49th State Brewery in Alaska." Jen's been to 48th State Brewery in Arizona. That would help you remember the state. Yeah. Trying to make it to all 50 states. Janessa opened it to go to at least one brewery. Oh, I like that. I should track what all the states have been to. I've never thought about it. All right. Correct answer here is the 6th Amendment. Number 6. Hello, I'm the U.S. Constitution. Sixth Amendment. All right, one question left, and then we're going to do that bonus round, courtesy of the DuPage County Farm Bureau. Don't cry too much, everybody. What was the name of the mouse that appeared with Tom Hanks and Michael Clark Duncan in The Green Mile? You can see him here. What was the name of the mouse in the movie or the book, The Green Mile?
Cutie.
I know.
Steph is going to.
Yeah,
every MLB Stadium.
Chris B. Gina's sister Stephanie has been tracking. I actually got her a scratch-off poster.
Yeah.
Right, that was last Christmas. I didn't buy it for next Christmas and ruining it right now, am I?
No.
Last
I don't know how
Christmas.
many she's been to.
Yeah,
A
scratch-off
lot.
poster to track every MLB stadium that she's been to. I think she's been to a lot of them. I've been to random. For a guy who doesn't like baseball, like I've been to a Braves game. I've been to. Did I go? I think I went to Fenway. When I was traveling, when I worked at Aramark and I traveled all the time, I made it a point to go to baseball games whenever I was in a new
Why
city.
not?
Yeah.
They're so much cheaper in other places.
Yeah. You have the scratch off poster too? Nice.
Oh, your dad works at Mariner Stadium.
Ooh, your dad. Oh, nice.
Cool.
All right, a lot of you got this.
Shout out.
It is not Ratatouille. The correct answer is Mr. Jingles.
Wow, 24 people knew.
Yeah, Mr. Jingles. Good job. All right. I just found out an interesting fact the other day. I don't know how many of you will care, but this is my stream. If you've never watched the documentary on Amazon Prime about Galaxy Quest, the movie, it's really good. But one of the things, what's the guy's name? Who is it? The horrible guy in this movie? He's a great actor. Oh, shoot. I just ruined all this. Well, I had a good story, and now I can't even remember the guy's name. Too much drinking. Anyway, let's look at the standings. I'm sure somebody will correct me in the comments, and then I'll continue the story. Jen Widener finished in first place. Kendall Jenner's PLM Pepsi commercial in second. Keep the change, you filthy animal, in third. Everybody else is rotating through. Everybody else just... Yes, Sam Rockwell. Thank you, Kayla.
The best bad guy.
Sam Rockwell almost didn't take his role in Galaxy Quest, but he found out that Galaxy Quest was going to come out about a week after Green Mile, and he knew he was going to need some good public image because people were going to hate him so much. The only reason he took his role in that movie. Just an interesting little fact for you. Yeah, Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman, obviously, Tim Allen, Tony Shalhoub. Rainn Wilson's in that. If you haven't watched Galaxy Quest, that's your goal tonight, my friends. Watch Galaxy Quest. Jen Widener in first place. Everybody else, you can see where you're at. I'm going to let it rotate through one more time, and then I'm going to flip you over to our bonus game. So unfortunately, no prize for this game now, but we have a $50 gift card up for grabs for our 5-question bonus round here in just a second. So stick with us. Don't go anywhere. $50 up for grabs. I just want to let this rotate all the way through again.
Did you see the Kendall Jenner photo?
Oh, God, yeah. The Photoshop where the sign doesn't have a shadow.
Oh,
Chris, honestly, great comeback. Up to 7th. Yeah.
Wow, yeah,
Yes,
well
Bobby.
done.
That is the one with Tim Allen. Galaxy Quest round in the future. Misha, now that you said it, yes. Absolutely. All right, here we go, everybody. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to join a different game. I'm just going to move you over automatically to the DuPage County game. So give me 1 second. I got to remember how to do this in this system. Here we go. Okay, so once again, if this is the first time you've done this bonus round with us, there will be 5 multiple choice questions. They will work just like the multiple choice questions that we did earlier, in that you have a 30-second timer and you're going to earn points based on how quickly you answer. So there will be 4 options, and you have to answer as quickly as possible to earn as many points as you can. The individual who has the most points at the end of this game, just these 5 questions, will win a that's 50, a $50 gift card, I believe to Amazon, courtesy of the DuPage County Farm Bureau. So if you win this round, shoot us a message to the Baig of Tricks Entertainment Facebook page, and we'll get your information over to our friends at the DCFB and get you set up with that prize. So here we go. As always, these are all agriculture related questions, but specifically, I believe this is National Dairy Month. So these are all dairy related questions. Sorry, Jen Sterno. These are all dairy related questions. Here we go. Question number 1, multiple choice, 4 options. We'll start as soon as I click the buttons in the right order. Here we go. How many pounds of milk is measured in pounds, does it take to make 1 pound of cheese? How many pounds of milk does it take to make 1 pound of cheese? Is it 2, 5, 10, or 15 on average here?
I hope it's not.
Jensen, oh no. Yeah.
Please be all about cheese, and then there was.
Yes, Becky, milk is measured in pounds when it comes to dairy cows. They weigh their milk in pounds rather than gallons. It's a more accurate measurement for them. Mr. Rice Krispie, gonna fail? Yeah. All right, here we go. You guys, I just want to put this out there, and I hope I don't prove myself wrong with the next 4 questions. But we enter into these with questions that, you know, I don't think that you guys could have studied, and I always wonder how well you do. But almost all of them, every time, a majority of you get correct, and you are proving that again with this first one. The correct answer is 10, and 57% of you got that right. 10 pounds of milk, which sounds like a lot, but a gallon of milk weighs like 8 pounds. So it's just a little over a gallon.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a gallon and a half, not even a half, like a gallon and a quarter of milk. I've made cheese. You lose a lot of milk in the process, but then you can then make whey cheese like ricotta with the leftover, and you just get more and more. You know. Now I want some cheese. Anyway, question 2: how many days, on average, does it take a cow to turn grass into milk? So there's some grass on the ground. Cow eats it. How many days does it take for that grass to turn into milk? Is it 4 to 5 days, 2 to 3 days, 6 to 7 days, or 8 to 9 days?
I love these questions because you always learn something.
Yeah, that's what I love about the DuPage County Farm Bureau rounds. Even if you go into this knowing nothing, you learn something. And that's obviously a big part of why we do this, spreading some information around about what they do. So I appreciate it, even though we don't know. I only know how many days it takes for a goat to turn grass. Well, Chris, expand your knowledge, my friend. That's next trivia. Yeah, next tomorrow night's trivia, an entire round about how long it takes different animals to turn grass into milk. Once again, the majority of you got it. 46% of you said 2 to 3, and you were correct. Goes through the cow's many stomachs and ends up coming out of its teat. Good job. 2 to 3 days. Question 3. Dairy cows produce how many gallons of milk in 1 day? So now we've switched from pounds to gallons to make this more accessible, I imagine. Dairy cows produce how many gallons, on average, obviously, in 1 day? In 1 day, they produce 10, 7, 2, or 5 gallons of milk, on average, in 1 day. Wait, back up. Jen Sterna, did we know we can invite a goat to our Zoom meeting? No. And I want that. How many days does it take, Robert De Niro? Like 3? What was I gonna say? I forgot. Anyway, everybody's in. Correct answer again. Most of you got, a majority of you got. 48% of you said 7, and you were correct. Good job. 7 gallons of milk on average in 1 day. Good job. What was the answer to number 2? 2 to 3 days, Ryan. 2 to 3 days to turn grass to milk. Question number 4. How much does a typical dairy cow weigh? So not the milk, we're talking about the cow itself. How much does a typical dairy cow weigh? Is it 500 pounds, 2,000 pounds, 1,000 pounds, or 1,400 pounds? In communist Russia, cow eats you. Becky, 0 for 3. Do not know your dairy, but at least you're learning, like you said. Oh my God, a goat. Disappointed that a buttload was not an option. Yeah, I'll have that as an option. Baigotricks after dark. You guys did very well. The highest so far. 65% of you said 1,400, and you were correct. All right, we have one more multiple choice question, and then we'll look at the standings. If we have a clear winner, congratulations, you've won. If there's a tie, I do have a tiebreaker prepared. But let's see after this question. Number 5, which state by total volume is the top milk producing state in the United States? You have a 1 in 4 shot. Which state is the top milk producing state in the United States? Is it Wisconsin, New York, Idaho, or California? Lindsay, it's a technical comma, period. Oh,
Was that your niece type?
yeah, was that the niece again?
Wow, Chris.
Yeah.
That's like redemption for having to restart your computer.
Yep. Let's see if he keeps it up with this one. All right. Split down the middle. 20 of you said Wisconsin, 24 of you said California. The correct answer is California. California! Good job! 24 of you got that right. We are going to look at the standings, which might be the final standings if somebody is in a clear first place. Guys, thank you so much for playing trivia with us tonight. Thank you so much to the DuPage County Farm Bureau for doing this. If you feel so inclined, hang around and play Harry Potter trivia with us at 9 o'clock, just 47 minutes from now. If you're a Harry Potter fan, it's a no-brainer. Hang out. We do have some prizes up for grabs. Even if you don't win trivia, we're going to be giving away some cool Funko Pops. I have 3 that we may give away depending on how many people play. So invite your friends and your family. And even if you're not a huge fan of Harry Potter and you have nothing else going on, just come out and hang out on YouTube and chat with us in the comments. We'd love to have you. So here we go, final standings if we don't have a tie. And we do not, by only about less than 42 points. What's New Pussycat? In first place. Jump, Jive, and Whale in second. The Bailey Bunch in third. First place, What's New Pussycat? What's new is you just won a $50 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is send a message to the Baig-o-tricks Entertainment Facebook page. Don't message us on YouTube because sometimes we don't see them. Send us a message to the Baig-o-tricks Entertainment Facebook page saying, hey, I'm What's New Pussycat, and I just won this DuPage County Farm Bureau trivia, and we'll get you set up. We'll forward your information to them so they can get you that prize. Once again, thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you for being such a great crowd. Here's Taco one more time. We will be back at 9 o'clock, just 45 minutes from tonight, with Harry Potter trivia. Fun prizes up for grabs. I'm going to post a form on Facebook that all you have to do is fill that out, and you may win one of the 3 prizes. You don't have to win trivia. All you have to do is fill out the form and be there when we announce the winners. That's the trick. It's not anybody can win. You have to be on the stream. So come and hang out. Fill out that form. You might win yourself some fun Harry Potter stuff. Until then, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you to Patrick for picking those awesome categories tonight. And thank you again for the DuPage County Farm Bureau for sponsoring that bonus round of trivia. We'll see you guys in about 45 minutes, or we'll see you next week for more trivia with Baig-o-tricks Entertainment. Thank you so much. Yeah, catch you on the flip side. Have a good night, and